jump into the big question.
Okay.
How did you handle the twins?
We had one actor playing both of them, and we did a combination of things. We had 3 different people be kind of like body doubles, and nobody really looked quite like him. So depending on what kind of shot it was, we threw a different person in. Like the guy
Back of the head,
yeah,
yeah,
the guy who had the closest back of the head was like 2 feet taller than him, so it wouldn't have worked. So we needed to just kind of toss bodies into the frame, and then the kind of digital split screen for.
Yeah, you had some really nice moments where you put them in together and they really seemed to be interacting, which made you sort of think for a moment that there actually were two. You know, the scene at the door, and then the repartee while they were playing video games.
Right. Yeah, I wish we actually had done that more in the beginning. I think Boa, who was the cinematographer, and I, we were not quite sure if the effect was going to work, and so we didn't want to rely on it. So we basically, when we storyboarded the movie and kind of blocked everything out, we did it as though we had 2 actors, and we didn't have a lot of those like digital 2 shots going. But I think because it ended up looking pretty seamless, we should have maybe put it in more earlier, because then people would, I think, pick up on it quicker that it was 2 of them, because when they're first at the camp, maybe you're not quite sure. Yeah.
Why did you do that instead of finding 2 twins?
We actually, for a long time, were trying to do that, and actually, in pre-production, the casting of the twins was by far the most difficult thing. And for a while, we had posts in a lot of different places. Do you know any identical twin brothers? And it was really, I mean, we reached out to some different people, and it was too difficult to find people that looked close enough alike that could act in the way that I wanted them to for the roles. And actually, David, who's the actor in the movie, wasn't the first person we cast. We cast another actor that dropped out of the movie 3 days before we were going to shoot. So then we delayed the shoot of the movie about 2.5 months, and then David came in and read, and we cast him because he was by far the best actor, and we could kind of tell he could play both parts, and he had like little kind of mannerisms and things for each of them. But after we cast him and we were setting up all the scheduling and stuff, he emailed me. He's like, "Oh, by the way, if you need help promoting the movie, I'm Katy Perry's brother." And then, because I don't know anything about pop culture, I was like, "Who?" And so yeah, so that was just a weird thing. And so I met with David twice before we shot, and the first time was at my terrible apartment, and the second time was at Katy Perry's house. So it was a very kind of weird experience. We never actually like officially set it in the 90s, but there's so much 90s stuff in it that I just wanted it to feel like it was like growing up in the 90s. And so that's why there's no cell phones. There's only like the house phone where people are on the house phone when you want to use it, and the Mortal Kombat and all the movie references and things like that. So yeah, it's just because I love the 90s so much that it just kind of seeped into it.
What's next for you?
I'm writing different things. I'm writing a web series, which looks like it's going to be the next thing we all shoot, and I'm trying to get a lot of the same people back to work on that, and some new people and whatnot.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your film with us and for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Being part of the festival.
Yeah, thanks
Great
a lot.
to have you.
Yeah.